Now it's my pleasure to introduce the President and CEO of the Community Development Corporation of Long Island, Marianne Garvin. CDC of Long Island is a 42-year-old regional not-for-profit, and it has an annual budget of $71 million, assets of $29 million, and a workforce of 90. The mission is to further the housing, economic, and community development goals of Long Island's neighborhoods. Joining the organization in 1992 and serving as a member of the board of directors since 2001, she remains instrumental to its growth and expansion. Advancing Long Island's need for energy-efficient and green jobs, making capital available to small businesses, and developing affordable housing are recent issues for which Marianne strives to gather support and accelerate effective change. Garvin was appointed by Governor Cuomo to serve on the Long Island Regional Economic Development Council. The council is charged with advancing a 5-year strategic plan for Long Island and for identifying and promoting regionally significant projects that will lead to economic development activity and to create jobs. Garvin earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology from Stony Brook University and a Master of Arts degree in social service administration, planning, and public policy from the University of Chicago. Garvin completed the Senior Executives Program at Harvard University in 2000 and completed the Achieving Excellence in Community Development Program at Harvard's Kennedy School in 2009. She is certified by the National Development Council as an economic development finance professional. And I want to say regarding the Long Island Regional Economic Development Council, Steve is sitting over there looking good, and Marianne, the two of them took all of the conversations that we had, the crazy talk back and forth, the up and down, and squeezed it together in a report that brought millions of dollars to Long Island. So Marianne, I know you'll compliment Steve who worked with you, but this is our fearless leader, and I hope that you will welcome her with a stirring round of applause. Marianne Garvin, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Reverend Butts. I must tell you how thrilled I was when Reverend Butts agreed to come and be the MC and participate in this wonderful event. He really is my hero. We've known and worked together for a number of years, and he's an inspiration to me, and so I thank you very much. Deborah, I want to thank you once again for chairing the Luncheon Committee. Your leadership helped ensure a very successful event. I thank you and the entire committee for volunteering your time, energy, ideas, resources to make this day possible. And I want to echo Deborah's comment and thank all of the sponsors for such generous giving. I really thank each and every one of you for the support that you've shown to the CDC of Long Island and to our mission by coming here today, participating, and with your generous support. This morning, CDC of Long Island and Conifer Realty had a groundbreaking ceremony in Newcastle for our newest housing development, Cathedral Place. 36 apartments for our workforce. I loved that celebration because it demonstrated how essential it is for the community, business, government, and the not-for-profit sectors to come together to make positive change. We were so pleased that Darrell Towns, the Commissioner and CEO of New York Homes and Community Renewal, as well as Marianne Zucker, were able to join us for that ceremony and to be here this afternoon. And I put Darrell Towns on the spot a little bit and asked him to say a few words this afternoon, and he agreed, which I am also grateful for. We are truly a very long island with nearly 3 million people, bordering the financial capital of the world to our west and the magnificent Atlantic Ocean to our east. Our island has so many natural assets that we enjoy and which make this a fabulous place to live. We have world-class research and educational institutions, and an entrepreneurial spirit that reveals itself in the predominance of small businesses that do so much to drive our economy. As a country, as a state, and as a region, we are in a period of transition and we face many challenges. But when we collaborate to face our challenges head on, acknowledge our past failures, and recommit to a shared vision for our future, we can improve the quality of life for all segments of the Long Island community. We must invest not only in stimulating our innovation economy, but in our most distressed communities, as well as in our workforce and in our children. After being appointed by Governor Cuomo last year to serve on the Long Island Regional Council, I have been privileged to work with my fellow council members, many of whom are here today, including Dr. Butts, Pat Edwards, John Durso, Belle Pagdanganan, and I hope I pronounced that right, and Elaine Gross. Together with hundreds of work group members and elected officials, and after many community outreach events, we created that 5-year strategic plan that Dr. Butts alluded to earlier. And that plan is meant to drive the economy of Long Island forward. Last Friday, Kevin Law, Stu Rabinowitz, Sam Stanley, and I, along with Ken Adams and Andrea Lonice, toured several Round 1 funded projects with Governor Cuomo and Lieutenant Governor Duffy. And then we made an impassioned pitch to the assessment panel to fund our Round 2 projects. After being declared a Best Plan winner last year, we hope to win again this year to keep our momentum going. One thing I have learned through this process is that smart, dedicated people from diverse walks of life who put aside their competitive instincts to make common cause with a shared vision can move the dial on intractable problems. We each bring our expertise and resources to the table. We do our part as individuals and organizations, and together we have greater impact than we would working alone and in our own silos. So today is a celebration for CDC and for all of you. Together, we have created great outcomes. With the resources that you have entrusted to us, we have invested in the dreams of Long Island families, small businesses, and distressed communities. 10,000 people are living in rental housing they can afford thanks to the Housing Choice Voucher Program, many of them seniors living on fixed incomes, disabled and formerly homeless families. We have deployed $800,000 to 23 small businesses that don't meet traditional underwriting guidelines of mainstream financial institutions because you refer the clients to us. Those businesses come to us. They can get technical assistance, and we can make loans for them. This year, we expanded our efforts on the island to make it greener and more sustainable. In addition to making 2,000 apartments and single-family homes more energy efficient, investing $9 million of federal funds, we continued our strong partnership with the Long Island Green Homes Program to spread the gospel of retrofitting our single-family housing stock by encouraging and educating thousands of homeowners on the value of investing in improvements that pay for themselves over time, to make their homes more comfortable year-round and to save the environment. In fact, we are such true believers in this endeavor that we have joined with the town of North Hempstead and the island-wide consortium of municipalities and nonprofit stakeholders to work on a sustainability plan for the island using Regional Council NYSERDA funds under the Cleaner, Greener Communities program. We hope the plan that we create and submit to New York State will be funded in the competitive grant round that will be announced next year. We are still recovering from the aftermath of a housing crisis that hit Long Island pretty hard. Giving homeowners information to help them navigate the complex options open to them as they face potential foreclosure, treating every person with dignity, partnering with servicers to find the best possible outcome for each family helps them, it helps the community, and it helps our economy as the housing market slowly stabilizes.